Reese, good afternoon, welcome to the live stream. Yes, it is just a little bit windy. We've got Lufthansa's A320 in the Star Alliance colours, just vacating the runway there. And a very good afternoon to everyone who's joining the live stream from Edinburgh Airport. Got a few movements lined up this afternoon. We've got Turkish Airlines A330, which will be departing very shortly, and quite a few other movements as well. But hopefully the wind cut's working. Delta Alpha India Uniform Alpha, Star Alliance A320, just arriving from Frankfurt, I believe. Just vacated runway 24. And got a British Airways A321 that's just landed as well. And the Turkish Airlines A330 has just pushed back, so that should be going very shortly as well, folks. But very good. Very good afternoon from Edinburgh Airport. See the two of them just taxiing down there. The wind noise on the live stream, folks. Yeah, it's not the greatest, unfortunately. Plane sim 108, good morning. Robert Lambert, good morning. Yeah, it's just a tad windy. There we go, that's the Turkish A330 just there. It's kind of hard just to try and keep the microphone sheltered. Do as best we can. Star Alliance just taxiing up there. Should be working again. Apologies about that. For some reason it just froze there for a second. That should be up and running again. Right, that's a Turkish A330 just lining up on runway 24 now, heading all the way to Istanbul. Kev M, good afternoon, welcome to the live stream. Aviation God, yes, it did it did freeze unfortunately just for a second, so sorry about that. Just an HDMI connection problem. Right, here comes the Turkish. Turkish. Unfortunately, it's just started raining quite heavily, folks. I'm going to have to shelter the laptop. Just one heavy shower after another at the moment. Just been doing a little bit of fire training down by the training area over there. Flybe-8 Q400, just taxiing out there. Another nice movement. Quite a few good movements today. Like I say, the rain is not helping things, unfortunately. But this spell of showers is meant to pass over, and then it should improve a little bit. But for now, we've got a nice rainbow in the sky there. How long am I at Edinburgh for? Probably just a couple of hours. Not too long today. Right, there's the Flybe. Like I say, unfortunately this rain's heavier than I was expecting. We were going to go live earlier this morning, but the weather was actually not as good earlier on. So yeah, just delayed the live stream a little bit just so we could do this. That rainbow is amazing, beautiful rainbow there. In fact, actually, there's a double rainbow. There's one and there's two. Very, very nice indeed. And folks, I'll probably not see your comments in that just for another minute or two whilst this shower of rain passes, and I'm just trying my best to protect the laptop, so sorry if I don't respond immediately to your comment, but I do have to think about my setup. Right, there is the fire engine just taxiing around, and we've got the Flybe-8 Q400, the return of Flybe. That's just rolling down the runway. Up and away. The Flybe, and then over there, as you can see, they're doing some live fire training just down by the training area. Qatar 787's on approach to Edinburgh. Thank you very much for that, mate. Appreciate. Yeah, if anyone's watching Flight Radar 24 and you see the movements that are coming in, please do let me know in the chat, and yeah, let me know in the chat, and we'll try and get them all. It just helps me as well, because I'm not always able to monitor Flight Radar. So thank you all very much. Fleming, hello mate, great to have you on the live stream. Ah, you're over that way. Very nice, mate, very nice. Yeah, just yeah, catch a few of the movements for today, and then shooting off this afternoon. Ooh, that British Airways A321 looks like he's still waiting for a stand to become available. And then we've got the Dreamliner, which is just on final. Got a lovely rainbow as well. It's a beautiful rainbow just off to the left hand side. And again, folks, if you're able to share the live stream with anyone who might enjoy watching it, feel free to. But for now, beautiful rainbow there, but like I say, I could do without the showers of rain that are persistent at the moment. So depending on the frequency and intensity of them, might have to change plan at some point, but we'll see how it goes. Logan Air ATR 42 just taxiing out over there, 72, I think it's a 42, yeah. Just taxiing out runway 24, and the Dreamliner is just on final there, as you can see. Quite chilly when that wind gets up. Quite chilly indeed. Right, here comes the Dreamliner. It's coming into land. I'm hoping it vacates at the end of the runway, but then the other part of me hopes it vacates down at Bravo, because if it vacates at Bravo, we're going to get a lovely shot of it with the rainbow. Saying that, the rainbow's actually disappeared. So we'll see. It's one of the ScotRail trains just in the background there. And again, folks, I hope the audio and video and everything's all okay for you. Like I say, it's one of them days where so many things to think about. Right, here comes the Dreamliner. Beautiful, very, very nice. Out go the hairdryers. Is he going to make Bravo? Is he going to make Bravo? Go on, son. Of course he can make Bravo. Keep braking, keep braking, keep braking, keep braking. The end. Woohoo! Happy days. Got the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 on the back. Very nice livery. Very, very nice livery. Get a bit windy, folks, just I'm turning it in the direction of the wind, so the wind noise might pick up. 7 Bravo Charlie Lima. Beautiful. Very, very nice. All good considering the wind. Thanks, Kev. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it is just a tad windy, but excellent. Like I say, it's cold on the hands as well. But as long as it's all good for you watching at home, that's the main thing, mate. Just pleased those showers have eased off, because we had 2 very heavy showers just before the live stream started, and I was getting a bit worried there. I should have a few more movements as well, folks. Should have a few more to come. That's the Qatar Dreamliner just taxiing down anyway. And I think the I can't remember if the Finnair A321's still in. I'll have to double check on the movements. Neil McCarthy, you're welcome, mate. Great to have you on the live stream. And John will probably be doing Newcastle again in the next week or so. Weather dependent, of course, and all other things too. We'll play it by ear and see how the next week goes. The Finnair left at 9:50 this morning. I've just seen that, mate. Thanks very much for that bit of info. Got Ryanair 737 MAX, the 8200, which is just taxiing over there. I think the Qatar Dreamliner is just waiting for it to go. It's either that or the Qataris just heading down to the next turn. So cold, you can see the heat coming off from the fire training area over there. Cool. That's the Max 8200 just taxiing there. There's not that much in terms of arrivals now for a little bit. So hopefully we get a few departures, but it looks like it's just going into a little bit of a quiet spell. I was hoping to come along earlier this morning, and we would have got the United 757-200 in the Star Alliance livery, and the Delta 767-300, but I got up at 5 o'clock this morning. I looked and thought, no, we'll leave it till a bit later on. Lufthansa Star Alliance departs. Yep, we just got that coming in, so that was a really nice movement. Now, the last time I was at Edinburgh, we had one of the Ryanair 737 Maxes, one of their subsidiaries, Buzz, and I used the intersection departure at Charlie, which was pretty cool to see. Nice long takeoff. Obviously these carry less fuel than an older 737-800, so they tend to be up in the air fairly fast. There it is, just lining up now. Here goes the Max. That's the Max Airborne. Always good to see one of them. I think that's one of the new iRegs as well, the EI. Ah, yeah. Derek, welcome to the live stream, Derek. You've been lured here to watch the live stream by Kev. Well, you can blame Kev for that, mate. It's great to have you on the live stream. Hope you're keeping well. British Airways A321 there. Golf Echo X-Ray, one of the EUX regs. So during the pandemic, due to the lack of requirements, the A321s, these older ones anyway, I say older, they're not that old, were all stored in Madrid. And since things have opened up and passenger numbers have resurged, they've brought some of them back, so it's great to see. I think there's still a couple of them left in Madrid, but it's great to see that capacity and everything is needed, hence the A321s have been brought back. We've got an EasyJet A319 or A320. It's just pushed back over there. You can see the tail behind that little hangar, and BA A321, this looks like the delayed flight to Heathrow, which should have departed at about 11 o'clock and is now taxiing out. It'd be good to see that go. Welcome to the live stream, mate. Great to have you with us, and I can see we've got about 70 of you all tuned in at the moment, so good afternoon to each and every one of you. Again, I'm sorry the audio may not be the best just with the wind noise, but just doing the best we can, I'm afraid. So next up is this British Airways A321 to London Heathrow. Next we've got a Loganair ATR 42, which is just taxiing over there. Might be one of the 600s. Can't see that clearly. Anyway, we've got a Loganair ATR taxiing out. into the front there, which was just distorting the image ever so slightly. So I've just cleared that, and it should be a bit clearer now. There's EasyJet just taxiing out. A319, one of the Golf Echo Zulu regs. And the British Airways is now lining up, so we've got a nice trio of departures here. Hopefully some more to come in a few minutes. FAA computer outage, oh really? Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Chris Kennedy, good afternoon mate. Hello Jojo. Great, well, lovely to have you on. Hope you're having a good afternoon. We're up in Edinburgh today. I'm doing live stream earlier. Everything else I chose to delay it just a little bit. And funny enough, the weather's actually better now, so there you go. Right, British Airways A321, here we go. Wind's just picked up a tad. And the Logan Air's just about to line up behind the British Airways. Airways up. Now we've just got the Logan Air to go. Logan Air ATR 42, which is just lined up. Well, it's on the taxiway still, just holding short of runway 24. And Kyan's Jets, good afternoon Kyan, great to have you on the live stream. Hope you're keeping well mate, hope you're keeping well. Right, that's the Logan Air just lining up now. I'm trying to shelter the microphone as much as possible folks, just so it provides a little bit of wind cut. Like I say, it's the wind cut is on, but it's still hard to, you know, distort all of the wind noise just given how much wind there is. Anyway, that's Logan Air just lining up on runway 24. I say I don't think we've got much in the way of arrivals for the next few minutes. And then there's Logan Air departing. You can see that bit of a crosswind from the southwest is making the movements quite fun today. That was the Logan Air ATR. Now got the EasyJet A319 just lining up on runway 24. As long as the Logan Air gets an early turnout, the EasyJet should be up fairly quick. Chris Kennedy, a live stream whilst making bacon butties. What a life. That's brilliant, mate. That's absolutely brilliant. I don't have bacon butties available, but I do have pork pies, which is, you know, next best thing. Well, actually, no, next best thing's a sausage sarnie, but that's a whole nother issue. Looks like we might have another shower of rain incoming, folks. I'm just bracing for it. Just one heavy shower after another at the moment. John, I don't really do shout outs, mate. If you have questions, answer questions and so on, or comments. But yeah, don't typically do shout outs, mate. Right, waiting for the EasyJet to go. Not sure when the next arrival will be. I'll have to check flight radar on my phone in a second once this EasyJet's started. David Skipsey, what's the big equipment for? So the firefighting equipment is down at the training area by the airport. So they've got as every airport has, a fire training area typically. Most airports do anyway. So the fire training area is just off to the side of the taxiway there, and they've been doing some live fire training, as you can see earlier on the live stream. So we've got the fire engines and everything there, and they'll do an exercise and a bit of practice and so on, and it just keeps the skills and everything for dealing with such an emergency should it arise. And yeah, it's good practice, good training. Well, it's just started raining again, folks. It feels like it's going to be heavy again. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be heavy as well. Kev M, Golf Echo Zulu Bravo Foxtrot to Geneva. Nice, nice. Another rainbow that's just appeared just as it started. I don't know how well you can see it, but yeah, we just got another rainbow developing in the sky there, which is nice. And still just waiting for the EasyJet. I'm not sure if he's looking at the weather and just waiting for the weather, or if it's because the Loganair hasn't turned yet. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, they're just patiently waiting at the end of runway 24. And it's raining again, woohoo! Right, here comes the EasyJet. Rolling down runway 24. As you can probably tell, folks, it's just started raining quite heavy, so I'm just having to try and shelter everything. But yeah, this rain is a little bit of a pain, let's put it that way. I didn't realise just how wet it was going to be this afternoon. Like I say, I saw this morning it was raining quite heavily, but even so now it's still pretty heavy. So, I'm just going to have a quick check if this rain just stops for a moment. I'm just going to quickly check and see when our next arrival is coming in. I can see some have posted on Facebook. Unfortunately, I can't see your comments on Facebook with the live stream. Oh, we've got a few inbounds, folks. We've got two 2 EasyJets, Ryanair 737-800, British Airways A319. Yeah, I've actually got quite a few coming in. Brussels A320 in about an hour and 11 minutes. We'll see if our battery lasts that long. Apart from that, on the departure side, got the Lufthansa, which is meant to be going soon. Got another British Airways A321, which is going soon. Qatar's going at 2. I'm not sure we'll make it till then. Another British Airways. Oh no, that's the same one. British Airways A321. British Airways E190. And then there's basically an hour where there's not much in the way of activity, so we may actually end up going off for that period of time. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. Welcome on board. And Oz is 10 hours plus 10 hours, so that'll be what? That'll be about 1 o'clock. That'll be about 1 o'clock in the morning your time. So yeah, it's about 1 o'clock here in the UK. So yeah, that's the time difference. Like I say, there's not much activity right now. We're just waiting for a few inbounds. There's a couple of EasyJets and that, and Ryanair's and British Airways coming in shortly. Just pan over to the left-hand side, and you can see the Queen's Ferry crossing on the Forth Bridge. Just over in the distance there. Two of the main bridges across the river, and Queen's Ferry crossing was only completed just a few years ago, and both of them are vital links in connecting Edinburgh. But interestingly enough though, since the new Queen's Ferry Bridge opened, so the Queen's Ferry one has a speed limit of 70 miles an hour, unless the highways agency decide to change it to weather or anything else related. And yet, since the bridge was completed, they've in some cases been almost, more tailbacks and more issues with traffic, because rather than complement the Forth Road Bridge, the old bridge, and use both of them combined, the Forth Road Bridge is used typically for public transport, so it's helped things slightly, but it's still, sometimes at rush hour, it's still a bit of a pain to get across. But yeah, there's one time the other month it took me nearly an hour and a half just to get from Perth to the bridge, and that wasn't even crossing the bridge, that was just getting to the bridge. But anyway, that's my rant on public transportation, and the highway is over. As you can probably tell, it's still raining, it's still persistent. And we're just waiting for some movements now. So if you're joining us on the live stream, good afternoon. We're just waiting for a few arrivals, which are due in the next few minutes. I can see there's about 100 of you all tuned in at the moment, so good afternoon to each and every one of you. Kev M, that's a, oops, that's a polite way of saying about the traffic, yeah, it was one of those things when the bridge and that was built, you know, I think some people expected they might eventually start using the two in tandem, but in reality that wouldn't work because you just have 4 lanes merging into 3 on the other side, but well, 2 on the other side. But I mean, capacity wise it's helped out lots of other ways, but yeah. Anyway, as you can probably tell, it's still pretty windy and pretty rainy. Shower of rain just passing over there to the west. There's Edinburgh Airport's control tower. It's very impressive, very tall, taller than Newcastle's, but I don't know. There's something very nice about the one we have. But then again, I'm biased, so you know. Well, got a little bit of a gap between the next shower, so got a little smidgen of blue sky just appearing, which is nice. As you can see, it's bright blue sky up there, and just showers of rain every so often below. Yeah. So the next arrivals will be in very shortly. Got the fire engine just over by the training ground there. Whilst there's nothing else to film, we might as well film the Edinburgh Fire Service on a training run. And the next EasyJet should be landing in just a few moments. Again, folks, keep your comments coming in the live chat and any questions and so on. Someone asked what the black and white container is. I'm not too sure. In Fife, that's pretty good going, Kev. Pretty good going, mate. It's like I say, it'll be dry for a little period here, and then it starts absolutely chucking it down. So it's kind of a bit mixed, unfortunately. Right, British Airways Embraer 190 to London City is just pushing back there. We're also expecting the British Airways A321 and Lufthansa A320 to be going in the next few minutes as well, so a few more movements to come. Got the EasyJet on final as well, as you can see. EasyJet's just there in the background. The upper winds at the moment strong. Yesterday it was about 57 to 55 just turning onto the approach here at Edinburgh, so even though you might think it's windy down here on the ground, even just 1,000 or 2,000 feet up the wind's even stronger, so it can make conditions for landing quite difficult. Right, here's the EasyJet. Actually, I'm just gonna quickly manually focus this, folks. Just bear with me one. Oops. Sorry about that, wrong button. Nicely done, very nicely done. So this EasyJet should vacate just the next left along at Bravo, and as you can see the sun is just making an appearance now. It's beautiful, really, really beautiful. Golf Echo Zulu Tango Charlie Airbus A320. Now we've got the next one, which is just on final approach. Derek, yes, the blue one that they're working on at the moment. So that thing is basically just a dummy aircraft that they can do live fighting practice on, but I thought we were on about something else there. So yeah, it's a good little training ground. They've got a very similar setup in Newcastle and other airports as well. Some airports like Teesside use older aircraft as training aids for their crews, so yeah, it's quite good. Here's the next one, next EasyJet just coming in now. Buy one get one free today. Only at Edinburgh Airport. No, actually that's probably a lie. You can probably include Gatwick and Birmingham and Manchester and that as well. Nicely done. British Airways Embraer 190, which is taxiing as well, folks. So we've got that. That's going to be departing in just a few minutes. I'm going to have to put my gloves on actually, folks, because my hands are getting cold again. I took them off to look at my phone and absolutely freezing. As soon as you get that wind chill is freezing. Golf Echo Zulu Bravo Victor, I believe that is. Yep, Echo Zulu Bravo Victor. We've got Ryanair's 737-800, I believe, I think it is, on final. Or it might be British Airways, I can't remember, I kind of lost track. Got Lufthansa A320 in the Star Alliance colours, Lufthansa A320 there. That's just pushing back, about to depart. It's so good to see this Star Alliance livery here, so good to see it. Got the British Airways Embraer 190, which is just about to line up on runway 22 when its turn to depart comes up. And we've got another aircraft on final, so it's nice and busy here. flawless. Butter. It was very, very smooth indeed. Yeah, this looks like Ryanair's 737-800. See them battling that wind there. Just how strong it is. Beautiful, beautiful. And that is how you land a 737-800. I think even the poor pilot surprised himself. It couldn't have been that smooth, surely. Oh dear. That was very, very nicely done. Echo India, Echo November Romeo. Gotta say, the Ryanair livery does look great in the sunshine. Right, that's the Ryanair down. Next to depart is the British Airways E190 to London City. And there it is, just rolling there in the background. Lufthansa A320 is just taxiing along to the runway now. We've got the next arrival coming in. Farang Travels, welcome to the live stream, mate. Great to have you with us. I hope you're keeping well. Lovely to have you on board. There's the Lufthansa. Taxiing along to runway 24. And then we've got British Airways A319 coming in from London. Is looking nice in the sunshine there. Now, if it just stayed like this for the rest of the afternoon, I'd be quite happy. I'd be quite happy. Lufthansa is just about to line up on the runway. British Airways A319, and this one will be Golf Echo Uniform Papa Mike. Looking beautiful in the winter sunshine here at Edinburgh. It's a little bit of a rainbow just appearing as well. You might be able to see it. So got another shower of rain that's just about about to come and ruin things again. Lufthansa's A320 Star Alliance, ready to rock and roll at the end of runway 24. Here goes the Lufthansa. I can see there's about 112 of you all tuned in at the moment, so it's great to have each and every one of you on board, and if you'd like to comment or ask a question, feel free to do so. Right, here goes the Lufthansa. Roll and take off for runway 24. Lufthansa to Frankfurt. The nice one to see. And Kev, thank you for putting the aircraft registration, flight number and destination and so on in the live chat. It's really appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. In case you're wondering what the shots are just the airport rangers doing a bit of bird dispersal activity, so he's just shooting some flares into the air to try and disperse any birds that may be around the area. Got British Airways A321 that should be going shortly. Got Brussels Airlines A320, which is about 45 minutes away. It's actually quite a quiet afternoon here at Edinburgh, which makes a change. Just seeing if there's any other aircraft out. Sometimes the RAF do a training flight here. Doesn't look like there's any about today though. Looking looks like there's an A400 over at Prestwick, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything for here, unfortunately. So yeah, it's gone a little bit quiet. We're just waiting for British Airways A321, which should be going shortly. So there's lots of different good, you know, plane spot locations here at Edinburgh Airport. I have to say though that one of the better spots, in my opinion, is the Armand Bank spot. So Armand Bank, for those of you who don't know, is just over behind the fence line, over on the left-hand side over there. Now the only downside is, on a day like today, because of the wind direction, the wind is almost blowing directly in your face. Particularly this time of year, because there's not much foliage on the trees or leaves and so on. So it does tend to be a little bit more blustery. But I've got to say, there's lots of good spots. There's Lennymuir Bridge as well here at Edinburgh, but in general, this is one of the better spots for movement. The Armand Bank spot, however, is better for seeing aircraft parked up and so on, and just being able to capture the different bits of activity that are going on at the terminal. So it's quite good in that regard. But yeah, there's lots of different good places that you can film here anyway. So anyway, as I say, we're just waiting for one of the British Airways to go over there. You can see we've got two British Airways tails there. We've got cargo 737-400 as well. And over on the right hand side, behind the car park, you can see it's an EasyJet park over there and a Star Air 767-200. So there's a few good movements. A few good nice aircraft parked up, I should say. And Glickers, good morning from Christchurch, New Zealand. Good afternoon. Welcome to the live stream. Lovely to have you on board. Ranger there's just firing some flares to disperse the birds. The British Airways A321 is just pushing back over there. Another one of the Golf Echo Uniform X-ray registrations. That's just pushing back over there, which will be nice to see. Like I say, it would have been a better live stream earlier this morning, just with the number of movements. But unfortunately, with the weather, I wasn't prepared to try doing a live stream, even wetter conditions than what we've got now. So yeah. So just waiting for the British Airways to taxi, and that should get going in the next couple of minutes. Ranger's just heading down the taxiway just to carry on the perimeter inspection. Watching from South Australia. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. Hope you're keeping well. It's probably a little bit warmer down in Oz than what it is here in in Edinburgh. It's a little bit on the chilly side here, just a little bit. And sadly, it's actually I know it's Wednesday, but even though it's Wednesday, it's still quite quiet. There's a few good routes starting up at Edinburgh this year, and airlines as well, increasing frequencies and so on, which is a good sign. Just building on 2022's performance and increasing it even more this year. For this afternoon, folks, is probably going to be the Brussels Airlines A320. Unfortunately, just with the wind and the cold, that's probably going to be us for today. It's been nice. So we've caught the Turkish Airlines A330 on live stream, which was nice. We got the Qatar 787 earlier as well, and yeah, we've had a few nice movements. So just waiting for the British Airways to go. I'll have to change the camcorder battery shortly, just as it's running a little bit low. No snow, no, there's no snow, unfortunately. Well, actually, I say unfortunately. Actually, fortunately. Heading north this afternoon, so yeah, the roads last week were a little bit of a nightmare, or even the week before with snow and ice, but thankfully that is cleared, and yeah, it's just damp, wet, and quite mild actually. Even for January, it's been ridiculous how mild it's been. So yeah, it's nice. Just makes getting about and doing things and planning things a little bit easier. But yeah. So that British Airways A321 should be taxiing any moment now. And we had a little bit of, well, I say a little bit, we had quite a bit of snow in the northeast anyway, back in December, the first week in December, we had quite a lot of snow, and since then we've not really had anything, to be honest, so it's been quite nice. Right, there's the BA A321, another one of the old Echo Uniform X-ray registrations, brought back into service following the resurgence in passenger traffic. Golf Echo Uniform X-ray Delta, I believe that is. So whilst many airlines converted their older A321s and 737-800s or A330s such as TAP Portugal and Lufthansa, even though these A321s aren't strictly speaking that old in the grand scheme of things, British Airways retained them and just kept them in storage for a good while. So it's nice to still see them being used, as well as their A321 Neos. Obviously the difference between the normal A321 and the Neo is you've got the larger engines with the Neo and the sharklets as well. Aviation Adam, welcome to the live stream, mate. Great to have you on board. How are you keeping? I hope you're keeping well, mate. It's lovely to have you with us. Just waiting for this British Airways to depart, and in a minute, folks, we'll change the background of the camcorder quickly, just battery life. To increase it, I should say, because we've only got 7 minutes left on it, so we'll have to give that a bit of a boost. Ferry Hill train spotter, welcome to the live stream. And Tony, Golf Echo Uniform X-Ray Golf. Thank you for that correction, Tony. Echo Uniform X-Ray Golf. It's a little bit distorted when I zoomed in there, but thank you very much for that. So a big shower of rain looks like it's coming up behind me now, so hopefully it's not another heavy one. I got myself, just for doing these live streams and so on, got myself a pair of thermal gloves to keep my hands warm. And I'll tell you what, today is the first day where I've actually managed to test them, especially with it being windy and rainy and so on. And I've got to say, they actually work really well. And because the one thing that's always a pain is your hands going cold. It's always annoying. Right, that Brussels Airlines A320 is 30 minutes away, so we should be able to get that. 30 minutes away for the Brussels. And then we've got the probably going to have a little bit of a gap just due to the movements. Right, British Airways is ready to rock and roll. There it goes. Eventually. If any major airline would like to expand its presence here at Edinburgh Airport, between 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock seems to be your best bet, as it seems to be the quietest, so ah dear. You forget just how quiet the winter months are when it's this quiet with movements and so on. But, it's funny. Right, there's the A321 just about to line up. And away they go. unfortunately folks, that's pretty much it for the next 30 minutes. There's not much activity at all now. Right folks, I just need to quickly change the camcorder battery, so just bear with me 1 minute. There, just had to quickly change the battery, just make sure we've still got plenty of life remaining. So all we've really got is just the ones that are parked up at the moment. Next arrival will be the Brussels Airlines A320 unless anything else comes in, but that's not due in for another 20-25 minutes. So part of me's wondering whether just to end the live stream. I'm just going to have a quick browse to make sure there's nothing else coming in, but unfortunately we've just hit on at a pretty quiet time, sadly. Yeah, we have the Brussels, which is just over Leeds. Got British Airways from London City, that's about an hour away. Ryanair from Cork. Unfortunately, it's quite quiet. Got an EasyJet going overhead to Aberdeen, but unfortunately it's clouded over, so we can't see it. Seeing if there's anything else. And it's just started raining again. Whee! Kevin, thanks very much for tuning in, mate. It's not a problem, mate, not a problem, and really appreciate you putting all the information in the live stream, Kev, as well, with the aircraft and registration and everything. That's a massive help. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much, mate, and I hope you have a good afternoon. And Pablo, hello, welcome to the live stream. Great to have you with us. So like I say, the next, just checking the departures and everything, next one's going to be... There's barely a handful of aircraft on the ground, actually. I think we might just end the live stream for now, because like I say, unfortunately there's not much happening, and it's getting a little bit chilly. But I've been trying to access the departure board, but unfortunately can't see anything on there at the moment. The Qatar is due to go in the next hour, but like I say, I don't think stream there. But anyway, folks, thank you all very much for your support and tuning in this afternoon. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you in another live stream in the future, which I'm hoping might be a bit bigger and a bit well, a bit longer and a few more movements even. A few more movements would be fantastic. So yeah. Anyway, folks, thank you all very much for watching. George Martin, no props at all, mate. No props at all. Great to have you on the live stream. And Chris Kennedy, the wind sounds cool. Yeah, it's nice, but it's chilly. It's very, very chilly because you're stood out for so long. But if you're moving about and doing stuff, it's not too bad. But when you just stay straight, it does get a little bit chilly on the hands. But, and unfortunately, I forgot to bring a flask of tea or coffee with us today, which I usually do bring, but I kind of forgot today, so it's a little cooler than normal, let's say. I'm just going to quickly double check flight radar just to make sure there's nothing else imminently about to land or depart. I don't know why, I don't know if it's just me, but flight radar 24, the departure and arrivals board, isn't working for some reason. Every time I click on it, I can't see a thing. Not sure why that is. A400 is heading back as well. And the A400's heading back to yeah, there's not much. There's not even any military traffic. But yeah, it looks like flight radar's down for some reason, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, well, not to worry. Anyway, folks, thank you all very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the live stream, and we'll try and do another one very soon. Like I say, I was hoping to do one early this morning at Edinburgh, but unfortunately the weather was worse than what it is now. It was a lot wetter and more showers, so yeah, unfortunately we just left it. Right, anyway, I want to say a big thank you to each and every one of you who's tuned in. I'm sorry about the numbers as well. I can see we've got about 74 who are tuned in. Ali McLean, been watching, great to see you just along there, mate, braving the weather up here. Nice one, thanks very much, mate. Thank you very much, Ali, and hope you have a good afternoon, mate. I would have stayed longer if we'd had more movements coming out shortly, but unfortunately for the batteries, and especially when it's this cold, the last time when we did one at Newcastle, the battery didn't fare that well. Just as I'm saying that, there's an EasyJet which looks like it is it's either taxiing or it's being towed. So hold fire. We might have. It might just be. Yeah, it's being towed. Okay. I thought I can't remember there being an EasyJet on the departure list, but that's why, because it's not. It's just being towed to another gate. So there we have it. Tony Earl, thank you for the stream. You're welcome, mate. Chris Fiend watching from Kenya. Great to have you on board. Chris Kennedy, flight radar's working fine for you, mate. For some reason, on my phone and on my laptop, it's not working properly, and I don't know why. But yeah. Lappy, hello from Pittsburgh, USA. FAA computer system failure and all flights delayed. Possible grounding as we speak. I've had 2 people say that now, and I haven't been on Twitter or anything, so that's pretty massive news for the USA at the moment. That's going to have a huge impact. It's going to have a huge impact. But hopefully it's all resolved. But yeah, just when I thought we might be getting a movement, nope, it's not even a movement. It's just a cheesy jet being towed. Not to worry. But again, thank you all very much for tuning in today, and we'll hopefully catch you in the next live stream, and that'll probably be from Newcastle the next week or so. Just checking now, Brussels Airlines is Brussels Airlines has just started its descent over Carlisle, so part of me is wondering just to hang on for a little. I'm just going to quickly check the laptop. I'm in two minds. Right, let me know in the live chat what you think. Shall we stay put for the Brussels Airlines arrive and then end the live stream, or shall we end the live stream now? Let me know in the chat. I think I might, because it's getting a little bit closer. I might just yeah, it's at 27,000 feet now. I think we might just wait for the Brussels Airlines and then finish then. As long as this shower of rain behind doesn't come to anything. Tony, flight radar's not working for you either, mate. Yeah, it's not working for me too. I don't know what's up with it, but it might just be because there's a deluge of people using it with the FAA grounded and try and get flight information and so on. I don't know. Oh, it's just loaded. Is it working? Is it working? Is it working? It's loading. It's loading. It's loading. Nope. So every time, basically, and Chris Kennedy, I'll just show you what I mean. So every time I'm loading flight radar, it's just load and says the server has encountered an error. Please try again, and it keeps doing that, and it won't load the arrivals or departures list for whatever reason, which is a little bit annoying. But it's just one of those. It's just one of those things. Yeah, let me know in. George Much, stay for the Brussels. Right, we shall stay for the Brussels then. I've got a glove on one hand and a freezing cold hand on the other one, trying to use the phone. But right, we'll stay put for the Brussels Airlines A320, folks. That's landing in about 10-15 minutes. So if you're watching on Flight Radar, after that one, we'll probably be ending the live stream. So. That's really interesting news, that, about the FAA grounding. I'm just having or the FAA outage, I should say. I'm just having a quick look on Twitter, just to see what's... Flights across the US grounded by technical glitch. Oh well. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. It's working to restore its notice to air mission systems. Right. So the NOTAM systems are out. That makes sense. That makes sense. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, that's going to have a huge impact in the United States today. It's going to have a massive, massive impact, possibly for the next few days or week. I always feel, though, I don't know about anyone else, but whenever something like this happens, I always feel for those who are, having to deal with it. All the ones who are having to reorganise flights, reschedule them, put new rotas and all sorts in, sort the rosters out, and yeah, it's got to be a real big pain. Biggest impact to flights here in the US since 9/11, yeah, it will be. It's huge, absolutely huge. I wouldn't care because this morning we had, I was going to come along to Edinburgh Airport earlier because we had United's Boeing 757 in the Star Alliance livery, and I was hoping to get that, but unfortunately just with the weather and tiredness and so on, I just thought, you know what, I've seen it before, I think we can live without it for today. But yeah, and also the Delta 767-300. Chris Kennedy, Ryanair firing itself off to knock. There it is. Yep, that's the one there, mate. Happy days. Right, so we've got that departing, and we've got the Brussels A320 coming in. Happy days. Just what we need, some action. There's one thing and so on. It's something I've been told I'm quite good at, but I don't like doing it purely for the fact that you know, at the end of the day, if you tune into a live stream, you typically like to see, you know, particularly an aviation live stream, you like to see aircraft, but yes, not to worry. Entertainment TV, am I alive? Yes, I am alive, thank you. Very alive. About to get a whole load of rain lashed on. There's another nice rainbow there. There's a nice rainbow just appearing, I don't know if you can see it. The thing is, it always looks clearer to me through, you know, my eye than what it does on the camcorder screen. I might be wrong, but there's a beautiful rainbow just developing there. I don't know how well you can all see it, but it is very, very nice. Right, Ryanair to Cork. Chris Kennedy, you're an absolute legend for posting that, mate, because that's already piqued my interest, and the Brussels hasn't even come in yet, so. British Airways going overhead from Heathrow to Aberdeen, and France over to the southwest. Rainbow is just that rainbow is beautiful. I've had quite a nice few rainbows today. Yeah, we'll stick for the Brussels A320 and then we'll call it a day, I think, mate. 35 minutes for BAE 190, 40 minutes for the easy A319. Should get the Brussels, and then that'll do us for today. Even with battery life, we'll be struggling. I know the Qatar 787's due out in about 20 minutes, but they do tend to usually go a little bit later than scheduled, let's put it that way. Right, Ryanair 738, come on, are they going to take Charlie? No, they're not, they're going straight at Delta. Yeah, well. Not to worry. That shower of rain looks to have passed for now anyway, which is nice. And again, thanks everyone for your comments on the live stream and your support. I can see there's still 80 of you all tuned in watching at the moment, so thank you all for your patience, and also you're enduring the wind noise and everything on the live stream. Really appreciate it. And I say we've just got this British Air. Sorry, let me get it right. We've got this Ryanair 737-800. We do have a British Airways just going overhead. Actually, I'm not sure if we'll be able to zoom in or not to it. We do have a British Airways going over. No, unfortunately it's not letting me zoom in onto it. Not to worry. That's just flying over to Aberdeen and try manually focusing it. Might help. should be. I can't believe that. I'm really sorry. Right, should be working. Should be working now. Sorry about that. I can't believe it. I panned upwards to look at that British Airways code Aberdeen. Never even saw on the screen that the live stream had cut out. The next thing, I got the live stream back on, and then, like you say, the sound wasn't working. So I'm really sorry, folks. I'm really genuinely sorry, but we've got a massive, massive rainbow here. Look at this. It's huge. It's massive. Beautiful, beautiful rainbow. Right, the Brussels A320 is about to turn on the localizer. Sound's back now, woohoo! Happy days, and again, I'm really sorry about that, folks. We'll just wait for the Brussels, and then we'll end the live stream afterward. Unless the Qatar pings up, then we've got an extra 5-10 minutes of battery life, but we'll not get our hopes up too much. I don't think that Qatar's going to start pinging any moment now. Right, Brussels is at 2,600 feet. And is on the approach just over there. There it is. Again, I'm very sorry about missing the Ryanair and everything, folks. Still, it's lovely to have about 60 of you all tuned in at the moment, and as I say, this is going to be our last movement of today. Been live for nearly almost 2 hours now, and a few technical glitches, but we've managed. Trent, hello, welcome to the live stream. Good old Brussels Airlines was the last airline I flew with when I came back to Edinburgh Airport at the start of the pandemic and things were just starting to close up and everything. Flew from Stockholm Bromma to Brussels, and then Brussels back to Edinburgh on the Airbus A319. That was a lovely, lovely trip. There we're going, touchdown. we have it. Oscar Oscar Sierra November Juliet, all the way from Brussels. Woohoo! That was a lovely one to see. Very, very nice to see indeed. Well, unfortunately folks, that is going to be the end of the live stream for today, so that is it. I wanted to say thank you again to everyone for your patience. Thank you for tuning in this afternoon, and we'll try and do another one in the next week or so. Newcastle or somewhere else, we'll see how it goes. But again, a big thank you to all of you who've tuned in, and to all of our DR channel members as well. It's been lovely to have you on board. And Lappy07, enjoyed your live stream. Till next time, have a good day. You as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Chris Kennedy, thank you as well, mate, for tuning in. It's been great to have you on board. And George Much, thanks. Sterling job in those conditions. Will do, mate. Will do. I'll pop back again soon, definitely. Always love Edinburgh. Always have done. And during the summer, it's going to be good as well. Lots and lots of movements. So, yep. And Chris Kennedy, yeah, unfortunately, mate. Yeah, unfortunately I'll have to call it a day, sadly. Just battery on the laptop as much as anything else is getting toward the end of its life. But yeah, a big thank you to each and every one of you who's tuned in today to the live stream here at Edinburgh. Hopefully next one will be Newcastle or somewhere else. We'll see you again. Derek Huggett, thank you, take care until next time, and you as well. It's lovely to have you on board, mate, and everyone else too. So take care of yourselves, folks, and I hope you have a lovely week, whatever you get up to. We'll just wait for the Brussels to turn in onto the stand, and then we'll end the live stream there. Like I say, we've got the Turkish Airlines A330 and all the other different ones, so we've had a pretty productive day, I would say, by all accounts. BA 320 pinging, unfortunately that's going to have to be us for today, and sadly, mate, it's just pushing back as well. And Air Aviation by Polisher by, thanks very much for tuning in, everyone. And we will see you all very soon. Take care, everyone, and have a good afternoon.